I don't know what to think at this point. Steins, welcome back. Hope you enjoy it. The amount of times that Ocarina has gone forward and back, failed, and failed, and failed, and sometimes succeeded. Now, once again, the world is on the line, and not only that, well, actually, he doesn't care about the world. He cares about the people that are close to him. You can kind of relate to that. So, the main question that is left is, how the hell is Ocarina going to manage all of the eventualities and outcomes and mould it into a way that, well, is agreeable to him and, I guess, the world by extension? Let's find out. Please do. You would have thought that 15 years in the future you'd have access to better cameras. Really? You're not going to spend the extra 4 seconds to explain? What fuel does it take? That is, I guess, true. But it also depends on how time works. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the amount of times that she's had to be stranded in various times. It's not the first. It's strange how his little idiosyncrasies turn out to be far too close to the truth. It's quite a silhouette to make in front of the sun. I wouldn't suggest staring at him for too long, though. This is, I think, the last episode of Steins Gate. There is another video file that I've got. I believe it's like an OVA or something. And as is the case, there is a vote going on in my Discord right now to be choosing the next show to watch after Steins Gate. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your outlook, time's almost up. I am once again in that weird state where I don't know what to do with myself because of the fact that Steins Gate will be coming to an end, and it's something that I've kind of grown attached to, part of my like weekly routine. And in fact, it's quite a good show in itself, so. I saw some of those books that were thrown around. Oh, not Alpaca Man. As to be expected. Oh, that statue is teetering. I think I get it. Yep. Will, because she won't be dead, but The fact that it could have been, even in the beginning, she wasn't dead and it was this. And it's always the best when you speak in third person. At times, yes. Does she know this? Like, remember it? Or is she just pontificating? No, she does have memories of it then. You just have to bring those memories to the forefront. Would you want to remember some of the things, though? Hmm. Hmm. I guess there's one answer for it, I guess. Well, I don't think well, if everything goes well, maybe. And you've gotten the approval and go ahead from Mayuri, so everything has to work out now. What are you so apprehensive about? Is it the same question that you asked last time? Again. I guess having someone from the future come out and say, like, you do have a future and you get married and have kids, it'd be kind of difficult to mess things up too badly. And for someone like Dara, it would be quite a confidence boost. Are you nabbing the Upa first? Mm. So if it's in his possession, then it won't go and something about the airplane. It's come full circle. You can tell his speech patterns were very different in the beginning. Well, that's changed that then. But if he was playing that gachapod machine, then of course it would be an Upa, no? Is he having to play the same way he acted last time, or is this a genuine reaction? Better hurry. About a third of the way through. Is it going to do the full arc of something goes wrong and then gets better? Oh, so he did have to re-enact what he did. And that's where the metal one came from. Okay. He does actually have to change the fact that he stabbed Chris, but now that he's known that that is a fail, he probably won't do it again. Taser? Oh, so crap. Backup plan. You're gonna actually have to use blood on you. Going in with confidence now, are you? And remember it. He's not there for a photo shoot. Yes, of course. He really does have a persecution complex, doesn't he? And apart from just being a dick, is there any reason why he'd have a lock knife? If he's planning to substitute with his own blood and purposely get himself stabbed, once again, if I'm right, he's sacrificing himself and he's not above that. Yeah. Because he's tried doing it before, hasn't he? And when trying to save Mayuri. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pull off the confident mad scientist routine just after you've been stabbed. Um, that's the face. Fill him with fear. Get away with what? Is his wound not that bad because he was taller. It is a taser, but okay, pretty damn strong. I've not seen full knockout tasers, probably. What is your... What are you doing? There wasn't enough blood compared to first time. You're opening the wounds and painting the floor. What you saw first time? Just don't have any footprints left in it. Yeah, you need to be patched up if you plan to save everything. Or is this how it is gonna end? He just wanted to see the beginning of it all. Make sure it went alright. Can't leave a job half done again. And last time the blood wasn't his, but this time. Yeah, the discomfort first time when you use a time machine, but now when you're suffering from some deep wounds. So the history that they had is erased, or the future that they had is erased. Well, we now know a timeline for when Darrow gets married and whatnot. Is this his hospital room? Why would you let him have an interview in that state, no matter what newsroom? He could be acting all eccentric, but there is truth to it, at least of what we've seen. So Rococo, Ferris, I'm guessing Moeka. Mayuri, Daru, him. she got her kind of um uh life where she got pulled in by Mr. Braun, but this time it's not through an evil reaction. And she's still part of the lab. She wasn't inherently bad, she was just lonely and didn't know what to do with her life. Oh, Kylian. Where are the numbers on it? Is it go up to 8? 1, 2, 3, 7. Does Darrow have memories of the time machine thing, or was that because it's been erased? Are we going to have a reunion? Or is it the just knowing you're out there kind of ending? Because that was the ending conversation they had in a timeline past, wasn't it? A world of its unknown future. Is this emphasis or a reason my time is frozen? You've already beaten the organization. There's no one to talk to. She hasn't received her badge. Kind of a nice message to leave off on. Would you want to know the future? If it's inevitable or not? And here we have a story of a mad scientist who manages to create a time machine. And it ended with the future is unpredictable and unknown. Let's kind of leave it that way. With all of its issues, leaving me with a million thoughts going through my head. The sleepless nights trying to work things out. It was all kind of simple. And I guess there's a good message in there as well. If you want to avoid World War III, don't be a dickhead. Appreciate your child's talents and don't steal other people's work. But ultimately, it was a nice story. I would have liked a more of a wrap up with Ferris and Rukko and Moeko and the kind of backgroundy characters that didn't get as much. But overall, gotta be happy with it. Considering the story that we've had to go through to get here, I expected a much more subdued and not so happy ending. But ultimately, Steins Gate is definitely going to stay there as one of the top shows. So, maybe it is for you as well. You better let me know. 3 ways? Do you know them yet? If you don't, then I, Panic, will enlighten you. To stop the organisation in their tracks and enlighten you all and the channel above recognition. Like, comment, and of course subscribe. And for all of you out there, appreciate what you have got and who you know now, because the future is unpredictable. I don't want any of you to have any regrets. So, get some rest. I'll see you in the next one. I want to thank each and every one of you who watches my videos and enjoys them. Also, my Patreons, because they are amazing people and really need everyone to appreciate them. Especially Flor Taku and Raywin. But for now, once again, thank you.